Okay, how y'all doing today? Figured that since the Gaslands UK really does their work in progress on Wednesdays, I would try to get some of my videos out on Wednesdays to show you what I'm working for and working on. So I figured, why not? Some people have seen some of the stuff I've put on the Facebook page again, but I figured out my conundrum here with this monster truck. Because I was originally going to use ballpoint pens, but I found these. And so that was hidden in the garage. So that's what we've got here. This is my Scarlett and monster truck. And it is the Presidential Pirates, because it's a presidential limo on a monster truck chassis. And we've got a ram with some nails glued to it, because that just seems kind of mean. Got our skull and crossbones. I got a cannon on top, which I'm going to run as a mortar. Got pirates hanging out the window. Got a guy tied to the cannon so he doesn't fall off and he can shoot people. And so I haven't decided if I'm going to go completely presidential and go back to the black paint scheme. I actually stripped all the paint off of it. Because I was kind of fighting myself on wanting to do like a pearl white. Kind of do the antithesis of the black pearl, be the white pearl or whatever. But I haven't really made up my mind yet. It was just a cheap monster truck thing. And the truck that was sitting on there, I first popped the truck chassis itself, the truck case off itself. And then I just flattened the platform and then glued the limo pretty much straight to it. So I'm going to try to preserve the lights and the grill because I'm going to just paint it over. I think they look good. And when I took the limo apart, I realized that there was no interior in here. So I didn't have to glue people into seats or anything. But I couldn't put the driver in there for people to see either. And the one thing about Scarlett is she's all about having a lot of crew. And wanted to make sure that we could see some crew in here. And so got that. And got ourselves another Cadillac to ride with her. Because this is a team sport. And we got this one, and I haven't quite decided what I'm doing on the glass yet, because I've got, there it is. I got the original glass, which is kind of yellowed and gunky, which I guess is okay for Gaslands. Got the original back glass, which is surprisingly in good shape. And then I got this glass piece that came off of another Cadillac. I'll try to fit it on here so you can see why I was thinking about it. Okay, clumsy fingers are not conductive when you're holding a phone. I really do need to get a rig or something I can just drop the phone on. But you can kind of see the idea. It fits better than this. But we've got this guy here. He's got his sword up. Got the traditional drive me closer, I want to hit it with my sword pose on the ram. Minigun. And we got our captain in the back. Just chilling. Don't tell anyone she has no kneecaps, because I couldn't fit her in the there without it. And then we've got this little dude who once I paint the car, he'll either be sitting here on the side somewhere, or I might put him up here. We'll see. Or he might go in here. I'm not 100% sure where he fits the best, because I wanted to have Scarlett Ant's crew quarters allows them to take crew at half cost, and so whatever your starting crew number is, you can double it with how many extra crew you can take. So like the monster truck is crew 2, you can have 4 people. Cars 2, it can have 4 people. So I wanted to max out this team for crew. And I have a second team with these Baja Bone Shakers, which are pretty popular, all things considered, for Gaslands. The Bone Shakers in general are what you would call tailor-made for Gaslands. And so we got some more pirates. This one was a absolute pain in the bottom to fit these guys in here. I discovered the Bone Shaker does not really fit people in there very well. So their arms are kind of mutilated. Fortunately, and of course they're all Lieutenant Dan's at this point, because I can't fit the legs in there either. Fortunately, it fits, and you can't see the mutilation. And of course we got another lady on the back. We got this car. These are going to be buggies. I have a little D&D bird. It's technically a hawk, but I figured I could paint it up like a parrot and no one would notice. We got our guy here with his pistols. And, so yeah. Skulls. Scarlett Ant's one of those teams you just gotta have skulls. The first Scarlett Ant team I did, when I first started out this game, I didn't have the pirate figures, so I just kind of took a bus and threw a bunch of people in it. It still looks good, but doesn't quite look as good as some of this that's coming up. And so here's the ambulance. Now the ambulance can carry up to 6 people, but I don't really have the room for 6 people in the vehicle unless I like drilled more holes into it. But ambulances are really good for Scarlett because they mess with people when they ram, and when you're trying to wipe somebody out, you actually want to be touching them. So come on now, focus. Thank you. I like this guy up here. He's got the sword out. Just the whole charge, or all ahead full and damn the torpedoes kind of deal. Got a guy hanging out the window. Got ourselves a driver. He doesn't actually have an arm. I'm gonna have to take it and paint his arm separately and then glue it sticking out the window, so I can paint the interior and everything. But yeah, that's my Scarlett Ant team I'm working on. So turreted harpoon, side-mounted machine guns, ram, and it's actually it's a premium Unimog thing. But I think these form a nice little team. So that's that. And because I am one of those people that puts way too much on my plate at once, I started doing other things. I got this truck here. This is a little Hess gas station truck. It had a biplane on top of it, which I turned into a gyrocopter for Rutherford. But this is going to be a Rusty's truck with a heavy trailer, and it's going to be hard to see, but it lights up. So this is the basis of the vehicle I'm thinking about doing for the Car of the Month competition, which I think I've got 10 days to do. I don't think I'm going to get it done in time. It took me a while just to get this inspired to even use this thing, but I might leave the paint scheme. I like the white and green. I really do, and the red rims. So, might just strip off the Hess markings and then build it up from there. And that'll be fun. And of course, its teammate will be this Margaret Mercedes. And so you'll be able to see into this one. So this one's going to have driver and co-pilot. Let's see here. You can see here I've got my list. This is, like I said, this is how you do when you're planning out your Gasland stuff. All this has been built, so this is my next challenge to myself. So you can see here that the Car of the Month competition, this is the plan for it. And then, let's see, it's got a front 125. And put some lines on the side. It's going to haul sour mash, which makes that thing extremely fast, actually. Ram armor. Rusty's is pretty much what you want is Ram and armor, because of the way they do it. And of course, the car's going to have Ram and armor, and and we got some Beverly coming up soon. AB means already built. So if you're wondering why that's written down there like that. So that's kind of how you keep things somewhat organized when you look at this table and you see there's absolutely a mess of chaos and stuff. But I do have one more thing to show you before I let you go. And I don't want anyone to tell him that I'm working on it. But, I'm pretty sure this casting probably is the dead giveaway. Especially when you've got a Ferrari, and then you got these two cars. That's a Ferrari and a Chevy, because the certain people are, one likes Chevy and the other likes Ferrari, and they're both front engine sports cars, and when they have the same paint scheme, they'll look like twins that are, fraternal, not identical, if I've got that right. So, yeah. Shish. He'll probably figure it out if he watches this video, what I'm talking about. Most people who do the diecast modding already know who I'm talking about. So it's a very poorly kept shish secret, but that's something I'm going to work on coming up, because I'm going to put together the Mercedes and the Hess truck, Gaslands them up, get them ready for painting, and then these will go into the dunk for paint stripping. And I haven't decided yet whether or not I'm going to Gaslands these or not. But I'm kind of leaning towards Gaslands because it's my bread and butter. But I'm not quite sure yet what I'm going to do. I've kind of got the paint schemes already put up in my head, but I think people are going to like it when I get it done. Should be able to get it done. So, But anyway, I gotta get used to saying this. So like, share, subscribe, comment if you enjoyed, because I actually do read every comment. I try to respond to most of the comments, but I forget sometimes, and so don't be mad if I forget to respond to you. I do try. And so yeah, take care, be safe, and have fun. I guess that's it for today. So bye bye.